following is a presentation of ComedyVoices.com.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back. Sorry about last week. We had a compilation episode. I hope it was good.
A clip show, if you will.
Yeah, it was fun. This week we got, well, no one wants to hear about guests ever, but we have one of the funniest people on the planet.
Love this comic.
I thought you were going to say the C word for a second there. We got a great comic, Amber Nelson, on. We talk about her past, cutting off hands in the Middle East. It's really fun, and she grew up in the Middle East for a period.
Grew up in the Middle East, fucked a hobo, big dick, hand, the whole thing. You're going to love it, folks.
It's crazy, so here we go. Welcome to the new year.
You need something to get you through the workday? Well, good.
Because we've got a place for that.
Check out ComedyVoices.com for the comedy podcasts that'll turn your daily grind into a marathon of laughs. Stand Up Labs and UCB Comedy lead the way.
With an array of shows that'll fill all your comedy needs.
It's ComedyVoices.com, powered by digital media.
Coming to you from the top of the Stand Up New York Comedy Club, this is a Stand Up Labs production, powered by ComedyVoices.com. Find your voice.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Oh, boy, we are back. It is the new year, actually. How about that? 2017.
It's
Good
the
to
new
be
year.
here.
And we didn't have an episode last week.
Right. Well, no, we don't. Best of.
We had a best of.
Yeah.
How about these people are mad at us? We had we have a busy schedule, so we didn't get to record an episode. It's the second time in 2 years.
Right.
And there's already people like, hey, fuck you, you douches.
I know.
Like,
But they love you.
it's a free, they love us. I guess you're like a good therapist. I should focus on that they love us.
Right. Oh,
But-
that's Amber Nelson, by the way. Thanks
What's
for coming
up? Thanks for having me.
in. Sure.
Amber
sure.
Nelson, everybody. I told an Amber Nelson story last year around this time
Oh, yeah? What did I do?
about 51st Jokes. You stole the show last year.
Oh, thanks with my Stephen Hawking impression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, really stole the show. I mean, it was really unbelievable.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, really. I was hoping that you heard through the grapevine that I was saying really nice things.
Oh, yeah, Jason Sines told me that you guys mentioned that on the podcast.
Thank God. That's the only reason you compliment someone on a podcast is to hope it gets back to them.
That's big.
Yeah, you know.
That's why I, stand up for people. Just hoping other people hear about it.
Of course.
I don't actually want to help them.
I mean, I've never stood up for anybody, but I definitely say that person's funny.
Right.
But we trash a lot of people.
How about this one? On the way here, I gave my seat to a lady, and she goes, "Nah, I'm good." And I was
wow.
like, all right, that's a bummer. Now I'm standing, and I look back, she's sitting in my seat.
What do you mean?
She gave me the "nah, I'm good," but I still got up.
Oh, of course she's going to sit. That's not a thing.
What? You're not good. You took the seat.
Well, eventually she took it because it's like, well, what the hell? But if you had stayed sitting, it would have been fine. You stayed standing.
I feel like you got to stand and give. You got to go, hey, you got to stand up and go, here's my seat.
Well, eventually one of you is an asshole if you don't take the seat. Someone has to take it.
Oh, I thought it was going to be, just an open seat.
No, you don't want an open seat.
I love an open seat.
I don't like an open seat. I want it
Alright.
packed in there.
Just one tainted seat.
Yeah.
I saw a woman one time, there was shit on the seat, and she was like an older black woman. Looks like she'd been working all day, had a hard life, and she just put newspaper on the diarrhea and just sat down.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not
Damn.
bad.
Yeah.
Thank God you didn't have the Kindle.
Now, did the diarrhea seep out of the newspaper after she sat on it?
Oh, it was dry diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's not so
fine.
bad.
Yeah.
I'd sit right on dry diarrhea.
Sure. Remember when you were little and you'd shit yourself a little and it would get hard throughout the day?
I never
Oh,
shit
boy.
myself.
What?
What?
No.
What are you, an elitist?
I mean, as a baby, in a diaper, I shit myself.
Well, I'm talking 21, 22.
No. Well, I shit on the girl's floor one time. That's well documented.
That's true.
On a first date.
In a shoe, right?
In a shoe and on the floor. I had some misfires, so it was a little bit of both. And then I traipsed it. Traipsed? I walked through and I pulled it. I got an eyelash in my eye. That's what's happening now.
That's good luck.
Did you get a second date?
Almost. I almost did. I was going to take her to Letterman. Not my Letterman, but an episode of Letterman, but she bailed last minute.
Because you put on those shoes?
Yeah, it was a tight shoe. But Oh, got him. You guys take over. I'm getting attacked. I got an eyelash in my eyeball. Go, Mark.
I don't want to make it sound like I was shitting all day as a child, just in my pants. But you shart or something, and then it turns into like bark in your asshole.
I had a
Nothing. All right.
I'm back, by the way. I had a friend on 4th of July. I don't want
You
to
don't
say
know
his-
about this?
Just shit and it turns into bark?
Yeah, it gets
Like
all hard and like
beef jerky?
crusty. Your asshole gets crusty. All right.
I don't know. I almost shit my pants on the street and I ran into a church and they let me go shit in the church. And that's how I found God again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All are welcome at church.
Yeah.
Even shitters. On 4th of July, I had a friend, and I won't say his name because he's an adult now that still exists. But we were sitting there. It was me and my other friend, who's a listener of the pod. But I won't say his name either because I don't want to incriminate anybody. But the three of us were sitting there, 4th of July. What's the matter? You got an eyelash too?
Oh no, I'm waking up.
Oh, you're on no sleep.
Yeah, but I'm here.
I want to hear about this hay roll.
Oh, it was quite a roll.
You left us a cliffhanger before we started recording, by the way.
What do you mean?
You said it took a long time, and I said to come, and then you just started the show.
Ah,
I want to know what took a long time.
Just the whole debacle.
Were you on drugs? That extends it.
No, just
you're
all
talking-
natural.
You're talking the chase, not the sex
The
itself.
sex.
The sex took a long time.
Yeah, no, just a lot of it.
That sounds horrible.
I see.
It was good.
Oh,
You,
okay.
you break and then you go back and you break and then you chat and you talk about Star Wars.
That's
3D.
fascinating about you. I've never had that once. I've never done a go back.
Really?
It's a once, then the next day maybe we revisit.
That's what I prefer. But she was like a tomcat.
Maybe she hadn't had it in a while.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so she just had to milk that cow for all the milk in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am demilked.
Also, maybe she's afraid she might not see you again. She's going to get it all
Right.
in one fell swoop.
I think that was a big part of it.
See, I'm in a long term, so there's never like, we got to fuck again.
Right.
It's just they'll see you tomorrow or the next day.
Well, do girls have this? Like when I jizz the first time, I'm like, I'm good. I can go to like a church group, a book club. Like I have zero horniness.
Yeah, like whenever I come, there's two types of cum for a woman.
Mm-hmm.
There's the one that's at the clitoris, and that's whenever you stimulate it.
Sure.
And there's one on the inside, and that's
Yes.
when I'm getting so crude. That's when the penis hits something on the inside, a G spot on the inside, and that is far superior. That happens less often. Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
that kind of cum, when you have that, I just roll over and just don't even touch me.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Aha. So if a girl wants to cuddle, it's probably a bad sign.
Yeah.
Interesting. How
Yeah,
about
bad
that?
sign. Means she hadn't had it. Or she just had the clitoris cum, which is sort of like the Diet Pepsi of soft drinks of coming.
Wow,
Oh, really?
Interesting. Because
Clitoris no good.
Yeah, I thought clit was everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did too, because all the vibrator business.
Yeah, that's nice, but there's another spot inside of you.
Oh, where is
Yeah.
that?
It's a little bit deeper down. She has to get on top usually for that to happen.
Aha.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
a lot of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
top.
Good for her.
Topsy-turvy.
Oh, boy.
All right, boy. Well, we'll be right back.
So it's the 4th of July, and me and my buddy, my two buddies, we're about
Wait.
9 years old.
It's the 4th of July? Jesus Christ. I'm off.
Oh, no, today is January.
Ah, okay.
But
I don't know
story.
I don't know what day. The story takes place on the 4th of July, 1991.
Got it.
So I'm 9, my buddies are 9, and we're sitting there watching the 4th of July parade. My uncle's a firefighter, and so he's driving the fire truck, and it's a big deal. My mother's crying because her brother's driving the truck. It's a whole ordeal. And so she's like, we got to get there on time. We're late. And my one little buddy, he was like, hey, is there a bathroom around here? And that's all he said. And I was like, I don't think so. And that was it. And then, like 45 minutes later, he's like, I got a problem. It was like a Houston, we have a problem situation.
Oh, boy.
And there was just diarrhea everywhere. It was on the fire truck, on the horses. The Dalmatian was covered. And it was running down his legs into his sock.
Ooh.
And we had to get him. And he was holding his shorts out. And
Did you hose him? Hose him down?
Yeah, we didn't use the hose.
Ah,
There wasn't a hydrant nearby.
I see.
But it was real bad. And I felt so sad. I was just revisiting it because I was home for Christmas. And we were driving by the site. And I felt good because me and my other friend, who I believe is a listener, I hope he's still a listener. He was a month ago.
Yeah.
We were so sweet to him. Like we weren't like, hey, you piece of shit, you shit. What are you, retarded? And gay?
Right.
We were just like, hey, welcome back, buddy. And we really were quite thoughtful. It made me feel like I'm a
you.
good person, even at 9 years old.
That's
Good
good.
friend.
And
He,
then-
he shit on the dog, by the way. You said he shit on the dog.
Well, I
Wow.
exaggerated a little bit.
Oh,
But he
okay.
Splatters.
in the-
Shrapnel.
in the grass.
Shitnel.
Shrapnel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, when he was gone, we were like, what a fucking maniac
Of
piece
course.
of shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah.
it set a precedent for trashing people when they're not around, but being really sweet when they're there.
That is nice.
But sometimes I don't trash. Sometimes I talk about how you stole the show.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you're a
go
good
both ways.
person.
I do both.
Yeah. You know what would suck is to shit yourself in the Holocaust Museum. No one feel bad for you.
I think they'd still feel bad for you.
Maybe they would.
It's funny you say that. I watched Schindler's List last night. My favorite, I think it's the best movie.
Of all time.
The girl in the red coat.
Yeah, people think I'm a psychopath because I watch it. They really judge me.
What?
But it's great.
It's a great movie.
I know every line by heart. I've seen it 50 times.
Goodbye, Jews.
Louis.
Yes.
Ah.
Is that Liam Neeson? Is that before or after his wife died? Because before his wife died, he was doing a bunch of romantic comedies, and then his beautiful wife died, and
Yeah.
then he was just like, I just want to kill people in movies.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that was an age thing, too. Like, I'm getting old.
I think-
midlife.
I think it was a clear thing of escapism. His wife croaked, and then he made 50 movies in 3 weeks. I think it's just like a thing. He's like, I can't be alone. I got to be working.
Yeah. I hear he has the biggest dick in Hollywood.
That's what I've heard,
Really?
too.
Yeah, from costume designers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's him and the guy that was in Spider-Man, the one with a fucked up face. What's his name?
James Franco.
Not James Franco.
Willem Dafoe?
Willem Dafoe.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I did not
kidding.
see that coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That would be fun if you did.
There you go. Willem Dafoe.
Boy.
Now I'm going to look at him differently.
Interesting. And Huey Lewis. I don't know if he's in Hollywood.
Huey Lewis
still.
is big, yeah. I heard Leo's packing.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Well, he better be, because he's a big old fat man now that slept in an animal carcass. Of course he's got a big dick.
That's true.
I wonder, I feel like people are going to think we're racist here. There's got to be some black stars with gigantic,
Well, that's
enormous
understood.
cocks.
That goes without saying.
So we're talking biggest whiteys?
Biggest Whitey.
Because I would like to know if, what's his toes? Ed Harris? Who'd you say?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson has a bigger dick than, Idris Elba.
Elba.
Yeah, Elbow.
I'm sure they've
Elbow.
been to some Scientology party where they all whipped out their dicks and like came on a goat or something. That's how you get into Hollywood, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it. Wait a minute. I think Idris is doing all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he's probably. I bet Liam is equal to the Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
The hip hop artist.
Yeah, I just
see.
thought of a black guy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you got to be crazy to have a large penis. I can sort of tell.
What do
gotta
you
be
mean?
like a little weird. The weirdest dudes I've ever slept with always had the biggest dicks.
Interesting.
I slept with a homeless guy once who sold cat pens on the highway. He had a
What?
huge cock. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait a minute, hobo?
How did that come to pass?
I was in Seattle for a month, like trying to find my brother, and he
Oh boy, we got a lot of layers coming on here.
he left home very early, and my mother bought me a one-way ticket to Seattle, and she's like, "Go find him." And I ended up sleeping with a homeless guy.
Wow.
Have you written this as a script? I feel like this
should.
should be wild, but wilder,
Right.
Van Wilder.
RoboCop. Yeah. How big are we talking? Can I ask?
It was like the width of my hand.
The width of your
Wait a
hand.
minute.
Yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah.
Let's see the hand.
Like that.
Wow.
That's a biggie.
Lord, that's
That's
girth.
bananas.
Wow, you can get a watch around that dick.
I know. Put a watch on your dick. What time is it? I don't know. Let me get hard.
That would be great for QVC to show it off.
And he's a homeless gentleman.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wow.
his dick is weighing him down. you
But
know?
he's probably like a free love beard, like I don't have a home guy. He's not like, with a stick and a bag on the end of it.
Right.
Sort of. Yeah. He was sort of free love, sort of like just couldn't. Some people just can't find their way in the world.
Sure.
They don't know what to do. Like his aunt made these cat pens, and he would sleep in our basement a couple nights of the week, and he just never found out what he wanted to do.
Wow.
And I felt kind of bad for him because we were dating for a little bit for the month I was there.
Really?
And then I just left him. I was like, I got to go back. I'm going back home. I don't like being here. And he
Yeah.
said, but you're leaving me. You're all I have.
Oh,
And I was
boy.
like, I can't be your everything, baby.
You said that you have a giant dick with a watch on it also.
Right.
Now, did you let him stay at your place?
I slept at his aunt's a couple times, and then I found like another relative to sleep at, and then a couple nights I would just sleep on the streets.
Oh, so you were essentially homeless as well.
Yeah.
Wow. What are we talking? Is this 20s?
This is early 20s. Yeah.
1921.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amber's 105.
Yeah. Jeez, I guess you could use the dick for warmth.
I could. Yeah, just flop it over like a scarf.
Yes.
I feel like you should encourage him to get into the pornography industry.
That's true.
Those big dicks, those are big.
Yeah, is that too big? That feels like a little much.
Yeah, there is a too big, but I was also wild, I'm fucking a homeless guy. Well, that's where I am.
It wasn't
Right.
like okay. There wasn't a lot of that.
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
A little squirming.
Jeez, but it's good to know a homeless guy can still get laid.
Oh, absolutely.
He must have been quite charming.
Well, they're rugged. They have a sexy appeal. They're animals.
All right.
I don't know if a homeless woman could still get laid.
No.
You know, hey, I got
Well.
worms coming out of my pussy. Come here.
No, I think a homeless woman could get laid.
Especially
I was
by a
thinking
homeless guy.
about this the other day. I've twice in my life, in my 20s, in my drinking days, single days, I had to have people talk me out of having sex with a woman. 2 different occasions. I can still visualize the woman. One was real old, and the other one was old and had like a mustache. It was like a crazy local like bar hang on, like a crazy woman. And people had to be like, you cannot sleep. And it caused fights. Where I was like, fuck you, you don't know me.
Right.
What do you just tell me? And like it was like, one of them was my pal Matt Lever and Tom Dustin, you know Tom. Mm-hmm. And then another time it was Paul Lodo. Had to be like, I was like a cab with this woman. She was like, I think she was in her 70s. And he's
Come
like,
on.
you can't do this. And then his girlfriend at the time had to talk to the woman. She was like, you can't, he's 25, he's, you know, full of herpes, you can't be doing this.
Wow.
And then like it was like a boxing match. We went into our corners and our managers had to be like, you can't do it. Throw in the towel here.
Oh, I say you should have slept with her.
Yeah, it would have been a story.
Yeah.
My friends would have pushed me to do it.
Right.
She's having a great time. I bet she hasn't come in years.
Yeah, she probably would have liked it more, but I think she was like a rich Manhattanite. She's like 68.
Even better.
Wonderful. You'd have slept in a nice apartment. I mean, that's
Right.
like doing like a social service. Like you might as well be doing like soup kitchen.
Yeah, maybe I
Yeah.
should. Maybe I should find her. I'll talk to Sarah, see what she
She
says.
probably fucked Ed Koch or something, you know? That's the story.
Or Ed Harris.
Oh, I just want to say this. Back to you mentioned shitting on a Dalmatian. Mm-hmm. You know why firemen have Dalmatians?
Tell me.
Fun fact. Because it used to be like a horse-drawn thing, you know, back in the day before cars, and the Dalmatians would keep the horses calmed at the fire. And so they just stuck.
Oh,
And
interesting.
now it became a thing.
The Dalmatians would keep the horses calm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You know, because they would see the fire and like, freak out, and then the Dalmatian would go, hey, take it easy.
Interesting. I wonder why. I bet they had to experiment with other breeds of dogs, like
Probably.
a pit bull that just ended up eating the horses.
Right. Down on the leg.
I watched a motion picture yesterday at Taki, and I learned that if you're ever cold in the wilderness, you can cut open a horse's and pull out his bowels and sleep inside of there.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, and when you do it, it looks like a big giant pussy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a horse sliced down the middle. Looks like a
Yeah.
vagina.
Horse cunt.
Oh,
I had one of those the other night.
Write that down.
Yeah. So what's your whole story there, Am? What's your
Give
back?
the entire story. We have 30 minutes.
With horse cunts.
Yeah. It's the name of your memoir.
My whole story. I moved around a bunch growing up. So I always felt like I was very much on the outside of things, and just had some wild times in my 20s because I was very religious,
Oh, really?
very, very Southern Baptist. And so I left home at 17. I started bartending next to a steel mill.
Whoa.
Yep. And there was a 35-year-old man named Doug. He wanted to put babies in me real bad.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, women, when they get 20, your ovaries start to dry up like a muscadine. So I got to pick you off the vine right now and start having kids.
What? Finally,
Whoa.
somebody says it. This guy's a hero.
Where are we? At a Tennessee Williams play? What's going on?
I know. It's all disgusting. He had a ponytail and a pot belly and just really, he was another lost soul who thought he could gain some sense of the world by putting babies in me.
Right.
Now, it's interesting you say you were like a Baptist and a runaway because whenever I watch Footloose, that girl reminds me so much of you.
Oh,
Sarah and
yeah?
I just watched it the other day, and I was like, doesn't that look like Amber?
The main gal?
The gal.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Lithgow's daughter.
She's
Oh,
hot.
she
Thank
is hot.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a certain sense. I mean, God, I don't know what it's like to raise a daughter. That must be hell. Because, God help you if she's beautiful or attractive.
Oh, yeah.
That's a ticking time bomb right there.
Sure.
It's weird because I don't know the sensation of what that feels like because I can't imagine what it's like to have a daughter. Like I have a sister, and people wanted to fuck my, but I never had that thing of like, you're not fucking my sister. I was always like, yeah, have fun. I mean, if she was abused or something, I would be devastated.
Yeah.
But I never had like a protected. I was younger too, so I guess that's part of it. I guess when you're younger, but it's a weird phenomenon to understand of like someone trying to fuck your kin.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
how it would sit. Not
Yeah.
well, I imagine.
Yeah, it's weird. I told my mother I wasn't a virgin when I was about 17, 18,
Oh, God.
about a year or so after I left, and we were sitting down, and she was talking about how her father molested her and her sisters. 'Cause
Your mom was?
My mom was. He was a Southern Baptist minister, real piece of shit.
Yeah.
And yep, she was like, he molested all of us. He raped my sister, And then I was bonding with her. I said, "Oh, I had sex." And then she was just like, what?
Oh God.
And then I shouldn't have said that. Got really quiet. And then we sort of continued. And then the next day she called everybody in the family and told them
What?
that I wasn't a virgin anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's way worse.
What a
I don't get it.
what a bummer because it seems like she's open. Don't you hate that when you're opening up and then the other person's like, "And how about this for me?" And you're like, "Oh, never. That's too far."
yeah, too far. But we were just opening up, man.
Yeah,
Right.
and I had regular consensual sex. You got molested. Like I'm the hero here. You should be high-fiving me. I don't get why she was angry.
Well, she's not a villain. She's a victim, Mark.
I guess she's a victim, but
Yeah.
that's like a sad story. This is a happy story.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, was it a happy story? The virginity loss.
I just sort of, it wasn't with Doug. It was a different dude.
Oh, thank God.
good.
And
Hate Doug.
oh yeah, Doug was weird. I
Doug
left
hates
him.
women.
He does hate women. I left him as well, and it was another like, but you're all I have, and I was like, I gotta go. I can't be your everything, baby.
Well, that's so much pressure.
Doug loves movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up fucking a dude. He had a big dick, and he just he just sort of left that night, and I was just like, okay, it's been done. And I was subletting my friend his apartment, who is he's a gay man. He went off to do the Mikado that summer.
What's that?
That's
that
a-
Macarena?
It's like a musical where they're all, I think they all play Japanese flower boys or
Oh,
something.
wow,
It's super gay.
That's a red flag.
yeah.
Sounds hot.
It sounds like
yeah,
a pastry.
A red what, Mark?
Flag.
Oh, flag. I didn't hear the L.
Easy.
But he came back and he's like, you had sex on my bed. And I was like, yeah, please, it's such a weird, like, please talk to me about it. And he just threw the sheets in the washer dryer and slept on the floor that night.
Whoa.
Jeez. Now I'd do the I'd be sniffing those sheets like there was no tomorrow, like it was a scratch and sniff.
Yeah.
That was too far. I was really hoping for a big laugh there.
I was with you.
All right. Well, I felt like you made a face, Amber. I got
Oh, no,
nervous.
I always make faces.
I don't.
Come on.
I don't smell sheets.
Get out of
I
town.
don't smell anything. I got them all stuffed up.
I was in love with this gay man for
Really?
many years. And I didn't know he was gay. We even took a bath together.
Wow.
Yep.
Bubble?
Bubble bath with candles lit and the moonlight was shining through. It was perfect.
Come
but
on.
I was laying on top of him and he wasn't.
What?
Yep, he wasn't getting hard.
Whoa.
And then I was like, I guess it's my fault.
Did you give him a little tuggy, a little blowy?
A little bit, and nothing happened. And I was
Wow.
like, I guess you got to go off and do the Mikado, baby.
Yeah.
That's fascinating because I feel like, and this is going to sound crazy, but I feel like if I was in a bathtub, as a straight man,
Uh-oh.
if I was in a bathtub
Here
with
we
another
go.
man and the moon was coming through and it was shimmying and shining, we had music, and he laid on top of me, I think my dick would get hard just from the situation.
Yeah.
It did last week.
Yeah.
But no, I think it might too. Just because the whole thing. I mean, I've gotten little chubs in the locker room.
What?
I'm joking.
All right.
But yeah, I'm
I
with
just
you.
did to you what Amber's mother did to her.
Yeah, right? What the hell? But yeah, I know what you mean. Because it's a whole sexy situation.
Sexy situation.
Yeah, except one element was missing, and that was an important element.
A
Yeah.
big old dong.
Well, he had a dong.
Well, she didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There you
okay.
go.
I wasn't getting it. That's got to be painful to be in love with a gay man.
Yeah, I feel like it is a rite of passage for a woman, though, to be
Interesting.
truly in love with a gay man who hasn't come out of the closet yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Boy, brutal. It happens a lot, I guess.
Yeah, well, gay men are fun.
Yeah, they're fun, and
No,
they
it's sweet.
yeah generally generally women. Generally,
Generally,
I
yeah.
don't want to say all of them,
Right,
Because
right.
now I'm like lumping them all together. That's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. There's no absolutes in this world. I bet you can find
No.
a homosexual that some of them I think hate women.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call them gross.
Yeah, that's weird.
Gross bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, maybe because I think they were only around the kind of women that call gay men like my gays. I hate those kind of women. They just
Yeah.
assume that a man is gay, that he's going to want to be your best friend and go
Right.
shopping with you, and that's not the deal.
Right.
And several times I've sat back and watched these girls approach these men and as like a my gay situation, and the gay man is just like, bitch, get the
Yeah.
fuck away from me.
Right,
And
I'm not-
it's super funny to see.
I'm not your little lap dog.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that you
yeah.
can just pick up, put in your purse.
Now, when you say you moved around everywhere, was it all southern states that you were moving around in?
Most of southern states. I was born in Saudi Arabia. I lived there for about 7 years.
Wow,
Yeah,
7
yeah.
years. Oh, let me ask you this: did you, when you sat, did you sit with your feet flat, crouching like a catcher?
Where was this?
All right. Well, this is
the
well. Now I'm
tub?
just telling my own story, I guess. But my I'll call them my nieces. They're family friends. What are you doing there, Mark?
So amazed by the width of the hand.
Oh, the hand dick.
Dick, it's blowing my mind. That's so
Hand cock.
wide.
I thought you were checking your nails.
No.
It's a wide cock.
That is a wide, girthy
Well, I have
dick.
some family that grew up in Saudi Arabia and like military style, and the kids they would sit like squatting like a catcher in a baseball game because evidently it was offensive to show the bottom of your feet
Yeah.
to the locals.
Huh.
So you would never sit like Indian style. You'd sit
Oh, yeah.
flat-footed.
This is Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Aha.
Wait a minute. Now I'm thinking of Kansas.
Ah,
I grew up in Kansas.
Very similar.
So do you have memories of Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I have a few memories. We lived on it. Well, it was in the early 80s, so there wasn't, and we weren't military. My dad worked for Aramco, and there were about 5 other families that did, no American families. And we were on a compound, but not really. If you wanted hospital or doctor or food or what stretch your legs, you had to go out. And but I remember one time we had this oasis way in the back in the desert, and my friend Lauren and I, she was a British girl, and we went and we walked. We were about 6 years old. We walked through the desert, found the oasis. And there was a single gravestone in there. And I was so fascinated, I started like digging up the grave
Oh, boy.
because I wanted to see what the body looked like.
Oh my God.
And then I got a few inches in, and I was like, this is a lot of work. So what we did is we took the tombstone and dragged it all the way through the desert.
Whoa.
Found my mom, and it was like the situation where a kid comes in and is like, look at this frog I found.
Right, right.
But it was a fucking tombstone.
Holy shit. You are
That's
one dark
insane.
chocolate. That is wild.
And she was just like, go put it back.
That's hilarious.
Thank
How
God.
heavy was it?
I remember it being pretty heavy. It took 2 of us, 2 6-year-old girls, dragging it through the desert.
What
is
a
morbid.
hilarious sight. That should be your
Yeah.
album cover.
Just 2 girls dragging a tombstone.
Right. It looks
Yeah.
I picture like a Far Side cartoon or like a BC comic.
Right, right.
You have like a rope and you're pulling it and taking turns.
That's fun.
And thank
Yeah.
God it was deep buried, or you just would have kept going. Like,
Yeah.
You only stopped because it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Now back then, Saudi Arabia wasn't Islamic. It was Catholic.
Jewish.
Yeah.
It was different because Saddam Hussein was in charge, and he sort of, even though he was a tyrant, he did keep his people in line. You know, there wasn't Al Qaeda, there wasn't ISIL or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that seems to be the story with a lot of those.
Yeah, his sons were horrible. We took out his sons. Uday Hussein would just straight up troll people's weddings and fuck the bride before.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Absolute
Wow.
monster. And like
Yeah.
get little 12-year-old girls in his car and fucking, kill them.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Uday
Yeah.
and Kusei.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that? Kusei.
What say you?
What's
Yeah.
that, you?
He was like the villain when I was a kid, because I'm an 80s kid. So it was like, remember like not Lethal
Oh, you're a
Weapon.
90s kid, Mark.
What was that, Naked Gun?
Yeah.
No. Was it Naked Gun?
The
no,
Naked
Hot
Gun.
Shots.
Oh, yeah. Hot
It was
Shots.
just Saddam was like the guy, always the villain.
Yeah.
That was fun. Now I don't really know who the villain is.
Yeah, that they're amongst us. But I read a great article in the Boston Globe recently that's like talking about how we're not nearly in as much danger as everyone says. It's like the
No.
2 oceans are really. They said in this article, it was an editorial, so it's not fact, but you're more likely to die by getting hit by lightning on your birthday than in a terrorist attack.
I saw the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, so we're fine.
Yeah, people like to, or I think governments like to pump out terror because then it keeps people. There's a certain psychological term of if you hate there's a certain bonding of hating something else.
Right.
If we all hate this one thing
Yes.
together, then we are together.
Totally. The Nazis, they brought us together.
Yeah.
All that 9/11, blah, blah, blah.
Brought us together. But I have some tender moments from Saudi. I remember I was in the hospital.
Tinder?
Tender.
Oh, Tinder.
I think some Tinder as well.
I'm just doing Tinder dating in Saudi. Who's not going to kill me?
That's how you met Houday.
Right. I'll meet you by the gravesite.
But I was in the hospital and I had a little infection in my thumb. And again, this is very there were no Americans around, no white people. And I'm getting my thumb operated on, and I look out, and there's another Saudi boy, he's a little bit younger than me, and he has the same problem with his hands. So I'm making, it kind of hurts because the doctor's putting a needle in my thumb, and I'm making these sounds that kind of sound like a cat, meow, meow, meow.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then my dad was there, and he's like, Amber, you kind of sound like a cat, and that kid looks very sad outside. Try barking like a dog and see what he does. And so I started barking like a dog, and I looked out, and this kid, whom we don't speak the same language, we're not the same ethnicity, don't worship the same God, and I was barking like a dog, and he started looking really happy.
Oh, wow.
it worked.
Yeah, like we communicated somehow through animal
Wow.
noises.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very animal.
Yeah.
Primal.
That was a
Nature.
pretty cool
Primal.
moment.
Yeah, that is cool. I was in Saudi for the comedy stuff,
Oh, yeah?
Terrifying place.
Yeah. They definitely let you know right away. When my parents first got off the plane in the 70s, the religious police were like, Americans, come. We want to show you that we operate under a different system of rules.
Mm-hmm.
So see this kid? He stole something today, and he's young. He was like 12 years old. It doesn't matter how old you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you violate our rules, this is what happens. And they fucking cut off his hand in front of everybody.
Get the fuck out
Yep,
of here.
and if you didn't watch it, then you were suspect.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You saw that?
God.
I didn't see that, but there were like weekly killings, weekly, just your hand gets cut off and you had to watch or else you were a suspect now.
Now, do they put a
Oh,
mechanical
wow.
hand back on at the end of the movie?
Oh, like Mad Max?
Yeah, I was thinking Empire Strikes Back, but Mad Max as well.
Right.
Or Jim Abbott could have used one of those. He was the one-handed pitcher, threw a no-hitter.
That's right.
That's gonna hurt the feelings a little bit.
Of the
The
swinger.
whole team doesn't a swinger. Yeah,
The bat guy.
So Mark's a big baseball fan.
Yeah. The guy up at bat.
Yeah, no hitter.
He
Yeah,
would-
that's the one that Chris DiStefano was at. We told the story.
That's
about
right,
that.
yeah. He
Yeah.
would put the glove under his arm.
Yeah,
and
well, he
then
put it on his
throw-
nub.
A nub.
He balanced the glove on his nub and then would pitch and then throw it back onto his other hand real
Aha.
quick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
He and
was
the Def
successful.
Leppard drummer should get together.
Rick Allen
Wait a minute. One hand?
Def Leppard has drummer has one arm.
What?
Yeah.
How does he do it?
lost his arm. He's got a pedal for his snare drum. That's how he does it.
2 pedals.
Yes, he's got an
Interesting.
bass and a snare. Pretty fascinating. But he had 2 arms when the band started for their success. He lost it in the middle.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, the band's over. And he was like, no way. I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Rick Allen was like, fuck you. He gave
Yeah.
the world the one finger.
I'm a comic. If I lost one arm, I'd be like, I'm out. I can't do anything. I don't even need it.
Yeah, you got to write a whole bit. You have to have
Yeah.
a fake arm
Right.
and then pull it off or
Oh,
something.
man. I saw a comic in a wheelchair go on stage and then not mention it.
Ah.
And it was a little like, when are you going to mention how you can't move your entire body?
Yeah.
Yeah, you always got to mention. Like, I've had that a couple times. I get hit with a baseball. I have like a black eye. And you're like, oh, you got to write a bit.
You gotta
can't
do
just
it.
walk out there like a psycho and not mention your eye is black.
Right. I fucked a one-legged chick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Could you do it sideways?
Sideways.
Because she has one leg.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm picturing her on her hips. She has one leg. Never mind.
Wait a minute. No, I want to know. I want to see what you're seeing.
So like she got.
Me too.
So it's like this. So instead of that, you
She's
could
on her
just-
side.
She's on her side. So then she got one nub, and you can squeeze into the nub. Right?
Yeah, it's not in the way.
Oh.
You can just lift the nub up.
Well, she would keep the leg on in bed, the fake.
That's not as fun.
I think she felt a little weird, although it did come off a few times. And she had to, like, snap it.
Right. I feel like I would want to lick the nub a bunch. I'd just be doing nub licking.
I did fist bump it.
Now, have you since tried to look up any nub porn to kind of
No.
refresh the memory?
That's a whole genre.
That is a thing. A stump porn, they call it. Yeah.
Stump speech.
Right. Donald Stump. But yeah, it's, I don't know. It wasn't a thing. She was a wild firecracker in bed. And I think she was overcompensating, so she would, like, bring the heat.
Now, myself and all the fans were rooting for Mara to get back together with the stump. We liked her.
We
I
call
met
her Peggy.
Peggy.
Yeah. She's a great gal, but,
How'd she lose her leg?
Jet ski. T-bone.
Love that T-bone.
14 years old. Woo! Hit
Yeah.
it right on the thigh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, chopped it right off.
Yeah.
Sharks went nuts. They lost the leg.
I thought it was because she stole an anklet in
In
Saudi Arabia.
yeah.
Boy, cut the hand off. Now, I imagine, how does that work? Do they have to send the kid right to the hospital to not die? Because you can bleed out if you
good
cut your
point.
hand off.
Yeah, pretty much. Or if they're poor enough, they just fucking bleed out. You know, light it. You put some fire on it. You know.
Boy, what a terrible place to live.
Yeah.
I'm glad you never got your hand cut off.
Yeah, thank God. But you know, there's no stealing.
Right.
There's
that's
no
true.
petty crimes. There's no petty crimes at
Right.
all.
It's
I mean,
like,
granted, if a woman's raped, it's her fault. But you know.
Yeah,
right,
Well,
yeah.
you take the good with the bad, I guess. But, Sarah always says she wants to move to Thailand where there's no gum and stuff because we get we're so
I hate the gum.
temperamental.
Yeah.
I talked about the music on the mountain the other day. And,
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was walking in Astoria. Applebee's is just pumping music outside,
I don't get it.
like pop horse shit too.
Yeah.
And one guy tweeted at me being like, "You just hate hip hop." Some guy, I'll refresh real quick. I climbed a mountain the other day, a couple weeks ago. A mountain, Amber.
That's great.
I get to the top, and this guy is just blasting music out of his phone. And I had to have a talk with the guy.
Yeah.
I'm not tough. But
We're
I
on
had
a
to-
fucking mountain. You can put away your Drake songs.
Yes.
Right,
The guy's a
right.
piece of shit. And then some guy tweeted at me, he's like, "You're just hating on hip hop." And I'm like, no, any music.
Yeah.
So just for the record, this Applebee's is pumping out
Katy Perry.
Yeah,
and all that
whatever
shit.
pop
Yeah.
dog shit. I wanted to throw eggs and horse shit at them.
Yeah, what is that?
It's out in the street. I'm 2 blocks away. I can hear it.
Ah.
Ugh, I
On
hate
top of the
Applebee's.
mountain?
No, this
or
is
just walking around?
No, this is an Applebee's in Astoria. Yeah.
Aha.
Top of the mountain Applebee's. That would be something.
You know, some restaurants, there's a sound.
Don't get the mudslide.
Don't
Sorry.
get the mudslide. There's sounds that your ear can hear subconsciously, like depending on your age.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a certain pitch that many restaurants and bars will put outside.
Mm-hmm.
So people under 20, 21, 20 they subconsciously don't want to hang out there.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's a sound, it's a certain frequency.
Huh.
And I think there's some websites you can go to check it. And it's like, can you hear this? Okay, so you're under 25. Can you hear this? Okay, so you're under 35.
What?
Yeah, because
Wow.
something happens with your eardrum. It gets thicker or something.
Maybe
What?
that's the deal with techno, because I hear techno and I want to kill myself and everyone else. I hate techno.
Any music that involves a machine, I just hate. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Dance.
Yeah, that was really exciting. I don't know if the fans
Yeah.
enjoyed it, but I loved every second of it.
Fuck you, UCB.
No, are you still with Murderfist right now, Amber?
I am, yeah.
Boy, they're really fun. Everyone should look at. You guys have a bunch of videos online.
We do. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes we always get people that are very upset and offended by what we do. But the thing is we're a fucking sketch group. We're not doing this in real life. And also it's satire.
Right.
Yeah.
We have one sketch where the son comes out to his parents as being a serial killer, and the parents are like, "We're just thank God that you're not gay," and you know.
Ah.
Yeah, the whole thing is, I don't know, but people always get upset and they're like, you're saying that gay people are bad. And we're like, no, we're saying that people that hate gay people are bad.
Right.
Because they would rather have their son be a serial killer. Anyways, and they're very young and the people who hate it, they're very young, they're college aged, they're upper middle class. I'm just like, fuck you.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are like, you're comparing gays to serial killers, and you're like, yes,
It's comedy.
that's the joke.
Right.
That's the joke we're doing.
Exactly.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But I love Murderfist. I've been a big Murderfist for years. I did a birthday show like 3 years in a row and had Murderfist perform in it. And there'd be no one there because I have no. Well, now I have some fans, but at the time I had no. So it would just be me sitting there, and there's like 9 guys spitting blood on each other, and I'm like, nah!
Yeah.
It's really a fun gang.
Oh,
Check
they're
out
the best.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Murderfist.
We always have like a couple women in the audience who just ice us out. Just like arms crossed, pissed off.
Yeah.
And I definitely like go up to these women and like shake their hand and, because we have a lot of moments in between sketches where we go up to audience members and just like, thank you for coming. This is crazy.
Right.
And then I go up to them and they just ice it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
bitch, go back to your safe space.
Right. Well, it doesn't help that you're covered in like miscarriage blood from the sketch. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of. What percentage of sketches do you think have blood involved in them?
Oh, every one of them, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys gotta check out Murderfist. It's a lot of fun.
So fun, and the best guys too. The best people in it. It's a great.
Yeah, they're all
Great
very,
group.
very nice.
Yeah, I love them all.
We take care of each other. There's been times where I've been like very, very poor and they bought me a fucking sandwich,
great
Yeah.
guys.
Nice. I wish the show paid. Now I feel bad.
No, I'm doing well now. I can buy my own
Oh,
sandwiches.
great.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're writing for something.
I am. I'm on TV. I'm on Almost Genius on True TV.
Oh, sweet.
That airs
fun.
today, I think. Is
Hey,
today the 29th?
Check that out. Well, it's January.
So now it's January, but I assume
yeah.
it's going to happen again, right? It'll air again at some point.
Yeah, I think they have 12 episodes ordered and there's more. We just have to wait and see what the people say, if they like it.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing it so I don't have to go back to temping again. Please, please, God.
Yeah.
I hated that. I temp for years.
It's horrible.
The worst.
I sat in a windowless room, no human interaction. And everything is, I just had to sort a file of papers that was like 1241, 1242, 1252, 1253. And if I got one thing out of place, people would yell at me.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if you
it's like
nailed
Office
it,
Space.
there's no good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
What a nightmare. I think I might have to start temping myself. I've spent $3,000 in the last 2 weeks.
Come on.
Christmas gifts, Hawaii V, and last night Sarah is flying back from Texas. I leave on Wednesday, 2 days from now for Ann Arbor, which already happened. It was great. With podcasts, I could be dead right now. People could be listening to this,
Interesting.
and I'm a dead person.
Right.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
And the last thing we talked about is, I'm making like
Horse cum.
rape jokes.
Right.
Horse cum. Yeah. But anyway, so she's trying to fly back from Houston. She has a layover in Charlotte. Her flight keeps getting delayed. Eventually gets canceled.
I
so
hate
she
that.
talks to them, and they're like, "We can get you on a flight on Wednesday. This is Monday night. This is happening." And like, "We can get your flight on Wednesday." I'm like, "Well, I'm leaving Wednesday for 5 days. She's been gone for 6. I don't want to do the 11 days."
Sure.
It's very difficult. These people, I don't know how they do the long distance.
It's tough.
I got to
yeah.
be a face-to-face.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
FaceTime and texting, it's not.
Ah.
I need to feel the love and the warmth.
Right, I hate FaceTime.
And, intercourse is also enjoyable.
that is a good time.
Yep. Yeah.
And you don't know what's going on over there. Is she falling in love with the barista? I don't know what's happening.
Well, that's not an issue so much.
I'm a
barista.
paranoid nut.
I mean, I'm paranoid. I'm not scared of a barista, though.
Well, I don't know. A CVS guy, whatever.
Right. I hear you. Well, but anyway, so then she's in Charlotte, and like, "We can get you on a flight on Wednesday." I'm like, "That's 2 days from now. That's fucking insane."
Yeah.
So I go to my Delta app. I just booked a flight last minute. Have you ever done? I haven't done that. It's like the 80s.
That feels great.
I booked a flight that leaves in 6 hours.
Oh, I love that.
$400.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good for
Not
6
bad,
hours.
but one way on a
Yeah.
400-mile.
Sure.
It's a 9-hour drive.
Right.
So booked her the flight. Now we're trying to get money from American Airlines.
Uh-huh.
But I'll take to Twitter if these people don't pay for this flight.
That's the only way to fight back.
But they don't want to. They don't want to pay because it's like it's weather. It's act of God.
Ah, yes.
So they're like, "We don't have to pay." But I'm like, 2 days. I was like, "Tell them you're a mother. Just tell them
Right.
you have 11 kids."
Yeah.
And they're all dead or missing hands, whatever.
Cholera.
The good thing about Southwest Airlines is that if you say you book a flight and that doesn't work out, so then you book another flight, they will subtract, like say the second flight is less money, they will give you the money back. Like it's $40, they'll give you the $40 back.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
They all rape you now.
Well,
Well,
they'll-
well, it's a change. You made a change, so we got to charge you $250.
But they'll do that. It's annoying because it's $400 to me is like a large percentage of the money I have. But to them, they're fucking billionaires. They have billions.
Right,
Just
right.
pay for this woman's flight so she can get home to her fake kids.
Yeah, and it's also weird. I had a flight delay and I was going to miss a gig, so I called the airport and they're like, "Nothing we can do." And I was like, "I'm going to go down there." I went down there and they did it.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
like,
can
so
do
what-
it all.
Which one is it?
They can do it all.
Yeah, that's why I never book a flight through a third party like cheaptickets.com
Orbitz, all
or
that.
Orbitz. Never do that because if anything happens,
Yeah.
you can't. Nobody takes responsibility.
Right,
Orbitz
right.
doesn't want to take responsibility. The airline doesn't want to take responsibility, and you're screwed.
Yeah.
And they resent you. I've done it with hotels, and you get there, and I'm like, I'm checking in. They're like, "Oh, look who's here. Mr. Third website, you fucking douche." And I'm like,
Right.
I'm trying to save a couple bucks.
Yeah, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
One time after Katrina, I was so desperate to fly out, and all the flights were going crazy, that I bought a ring box, just the box. You know, the thing where you...
Yeah. I know all about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And I was like, "Hey, buddy," I was in line, like, "Look, I'm going to propose." And I was like, nodding to my lady at the time, and he was like, oh my god. So they really worked, but they still didn't do it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Did you put a lightsaber in there or anything?
No, I just didn't open it.
I think I said lightsaber. I meant
I noticed it.
lifesaver.
Well, the buzz of the wars.
Yeah, a lot of buzz of that piece of shit movie.
That was a piece of shit movie.
Yeah, I hated
was
it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Such a whatever movie. How many Star Wars have we had now?
That'll be 7.
That was the 7th.
Good Lord. And
I
there's
know.
just so many unwritten, brilliant scripts in Hollywood just rolling around and nobody wants to pick it up
Right.
because it's too much money to be invested. But that's what people want to see. They want to see original, crazy content.
Yeah.
We're done. I'm done seeing fights in space.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
if we do have a different fucking story to it, you know.
I hate sci-fi.
Well, if you like a fight in the woods, check out The Revenant. It's real fun.
I can't wait to see that.
That Tom Hardy. I'd have sex with that guy.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah.
gay, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah, like word on the street is he's gay.
I've heard that
Or
too.
he's something. He's whatever. He's gender fluid, sexual
Yeah.
fluid.
He's
bi.
kooky.
Someone asked him in an interview if he was gay, and he like flipped out.
Yeah. I think he's just one of those dudes that's very attractive and will just fuck anything, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Roman.
Yeah.
Interesting. If you flip out after the gay question, does that mean you're homophobic, or it means you're gay, or it means you're not gay?
It looked more like he was gay, and like he was like, "What are you trying to out me? Just I'm a movie star. Let's talk about the movie." Kind of
Right.
thing.
Maybe he's just annoyed. Because I remember, like, Sammy Sosa, they would be like, "Yeah, you're on steroids." And he's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! I'm not on steroids." Like,
Yeah.
you're like, well, that guy's on steroids.
Yeah, right.
Because a normal person would be like, "No, I'll take a piss right now." What
Yes,
are you talking about?
Yes.
But also, sometimes if you're blamed for something you're not doing, you flip out also. Like that great Chappelle bit where he talks about Bill Clinton, and he's like, "I didn't have sex." He's talking like he just got laid.
Right.
He's like, normally if you get accused of having sex with a woman you didn't, you're like, "I never touched that bitch."
Yeah. Please believe me.
Yeah.
I
So
love
it
that.
goes both ways, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe he goes both ways.
I think he does.
Aha.
Yeah. He's in a bubble bath. He could get it up. no matter who's on top.
Yes. Was it a bubble bath with the gay guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh,
Those bubbles
baby.
are sexy.
I mean, it was perfect. Candles were lit. Van Morrison was playing.
I love Van.
Oh,
yeah.
me too.
Into the
fave.
Mystic.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's his best song.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm hard.
See, the bubble bath though sounds sexy, but then you can't see underneath. I want to see like the vagina all out of whack because it's through water, so it's wavy and
Oh,
large.
wacky labia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Love a wacky labe. Is it lave or labe?
Leba.
Labia.
Yeah,
It's like Libya, but
oh,
not.
Benghazi.
I had a fun thing. I was in Florida last weekend. The opener had a great bit about how the vagina, we refer to the whole thing as the vagina, but it's actually only the inside. The lips and everything is the vulva.
Oh,
And so every time you're like, oh, I want to touch your vagina, it doesn't really make sense. It's like calling your face your throat. That was his joke.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
interesting. But if you want to touch
point.
the inside, you
You
want
want
to
to touch the inside, that's the vagina.
Typically, that's where you want to be.
But if you're licking, it's usually the vulva.
I try to look on the inside.
I do
spread
too.
And try to get in there.
I've heard girls like that.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Eating out?
No.
What?
I don't know. I don't think my vagina's very pretty.
Oh, come on. I've
I
heard
see.
it's great
There
from
was-
Hobo News.
Yeah, the blogs. They all.
There was one time I was in college and me and my girlfriends were doing a bunch of ecstasy, and we put a mirror on the floor
Oh, boy.
and had to like stand over it, and we all had to give a compliment about each other's genitalia.
That's hilarious.
And everybody's was like, Karen's, yours is just like a flower. Sally's, yours is just like special, God-given. And they got to mine, and they were like, Amber, yours is, it's interesting.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
got a great personality.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
Interesting's not bad.
Yeah, I always compliment the vagina whenever I get a girl in the sack.
Really?
It's a go-to for me. Because I don't know if you hear it a lot.
No, well,
So-
no.
It's probably not getting seen a ton.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I think a lot of gals. What do you got, a boob shake going?
I got some sweaty pits.
Ah,
okay,
yes, very
yeah.
good.
I thought you were fixing a brassiere.
I got some deodorant if you need some.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's intimate, sharing deo.
I don't find that intimate. That's a weird thing. I remember like in 7th grade, guys would be like, well, you can't put my deodorant. I'm like, who cares about your armpits? I don't understand. It touches something that touches your armpit and then touches my armpit. Why is that weird?
It's because it's wet. I think that's what it is.
so wet.
The armpit is wet, and the deodorant can be wet.
I get like a toothbrush is weird.
Right.
But one time I had sex with a woman and afterwards she was like, can I use your toothbrush? And I was like, I don't think so. And
Yeah.
she's like, what are you, one of these guys? Doesn't let a girl use his toothbrush? And I was like,
I guess so.
Yes, I am. That's like plaque.
Right.
It's like yucky in there.
Oh.
Don't
Yeah.
you think?
I hear you.
I'm
Yeah.
teeth?
Well-
Because people are like, well, we made out, but I'm like, that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
to me.
No,
That's
totally.
a cleaning utensil.
Exactly.
I'm not brushing your teeth vigorously with my tongue.
Yeah, I want to fuck you. I don't want to get a pipe cleaner in there.
Yeah, I mean, I let my wife use my toothbrush,
Fiance.
but when she's
Yeah.
my wife, not now.
Right.
After we the ceremony. right
Your
there.
rings are just toothbrushes.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
I used to be a busboy, and I would always eat off plates of hot girls, like in the kitchen. And everybody was like, oh my God. I was like, well, I'd go down on her. This is
Right.
a shrimp.
Yeah.
This is an individual shrimp or a fry.
You don't
Yeah.
have to pretend that you're not still eating food off of people's plates, Mark.
I would do it to men, too.
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
feed off people's plates.
Right.
You're hungry.
I was starving. I was poor.
They're
Yeah.
paying you minimum wage. You have a career, a thing you're doing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Half a steak there that they cut and push to the side.
Yeah.
That's open game.
And between you, me, and the lamppost and the microphones, I'm not opposed to sitting on a toilet. I don't have a toilet thing.
I got that, too.
My
I'm
butt
gonna-
cheek is touching someone else.
Oh, yeah.
A thing that touches another butt cheek. People are like, you gotta defumigate and light it on fire
You gotta
and
hover.
throw gas on it. You gotta
Yeah.
hover and
Yeah.
put toilet paper. I'm like, it's my ass.
Right.
Who gives it my ass? It's where the shit comes out of my asshole.
Yeah.
You could spray an AIDS gun at my ass. I'm fine.
Yes. Those are off the market now.
Oh, really?
they were
recalled
exploding
them?
in people's faces.
Ah,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
They're catching fire.
That and Firestone.
Yeah.
right.
Anyways,
Oh, boy.
what else you got, Amber? You seem like you're just full of stories. You're running around. You got the religion, the Saudi Arabia,
Oh, man. So much
Saudi
fun.
Arabia.
Hey,
That's fun.
I like it.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. Oh, man. Good Lord.
That's a place I'd like to visit.
I don't want to put pressure on you.
have
You ever
like
been have you ever been in a tussle? Because I feel like you're from the South. You moved around a lot. You lived in Saudi Arabia. I feel like you can handle yourself.
Oh, a fight?
Yeah.
I generally try to avoid fights.
Of course.
Yeah.
Smart.
I don't think I've gotten it. Well, I used to, when I first moved to America, I would get into fights all the time just because that's how kids played in
Right,
Saudi.
right.
It was rougher. It was hot. There was no vegetation. You just throw each other down, you know.
Right.
And I would sort of do that on the American playgrounds, and people are like, you can't do that here.
Right.
That's not what we do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, the Middle East chick is angry.
Boy, it sounds like it had a strong word I'm not smart enough to think of on your life. Influence?
Impact?
Impact.
Yeah.
Influence.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out
Influencer?
how, because I haven't talked about it on stage.
Right.
Because I'm not Middle Eastern.
Sure.
And it was an army, you know.
It would confuse people.
It's very confusing.
Right, I get that.
So I'm trying to, I think it affected me in the ways of I like being alone.
Mm-hmm.
I like to travel, and I'd like to take ideas and think about them from other points of view.
right.
But I'm still trying to figure out exactly how.
Why were they
affected.
there? Why did your parents go there?
My dad in the
Ramco.
70s, Aramco, yeah,
Oh,
he got a
Ramco.
job. In America, he sandblasted submarines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a gig.
What a gig. And they asked him, I think you read in the paper, there was a job opening to teach people how to work big rigs in the Middle East. And they were living in Mississippi at the time, and they said, we want to give our children a chance to see the world. So that's what they did.
That's
Wow.
good dad.
And my brothers were young, they moved over there. I was born over there.
Oh.
And I'd never been to America.
So you can't be president.
I can't be president.
Neither can Sarah. She was
That-
born in South Africa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we can use the N word if we want. We choose not to.
Yeah. She's African American.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting.
And your dad worked the big rig, and you've worked a big rig yourself out in Seattle.
Yeah. Wide
yeah.
as a hand.
Wow.
But we had to leave because there was a prince who was driving around in his Corvette. And, like, Saudi princes are the worst human beings on the face of the earth.
Right.
They
Right.
have unlimited money, and they have no job experience. They've never done anything. They
Yeah.
just think, and, like, also the religion, if you're a man, you're sort of the king of the world.
Sure.
So he would just kind of go around and throw rocks at women. And,
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, and my brother slashed his tires.
Hey. All right,
Yeah.
bro.
Good
Yeah,
for
yeah.
him.
They
Boy,
never-
that's a gamble.
That's pretty Campbell. Well, they never caught him on it.
All right.
Oh, my
That's
God.
one for the U.S.
They would have cut his toes off and
Absolutely.
put him in his nose.
At
Yeah,
the
they just
airport.
told us we had to get out. So we got out, and then I think we just couldn't find a home in America, and like immediately lost all the money. And
Mm-hmm.
we went from like traveling the world to I lived in an apartment alone because my brothers were much older. They left. I lived in an apartment alone and like with my parents in North Carolina, Tennessee, just kind of moving around, living in crappy houses.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
pretty rough.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
wow.
where did you start doing comedy?
Comedy. Well, when I was in junior high, moving around, my mom would often drive to nursing homes,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a very funny lady. And she would just impromptu do a comedy show and a music show.
Wow.
But I would have to do the dramatic songs because she would say things like, "Amber, I'm the funny one. You're the dramatic one."
Oh my God, you're Groucho. That's
Right,
amazing.
right.
Little kid Groucho. And she had props and costumes, the whole work. And then,
Wow.
And I was like, slowly, I was like, but I want to be the funny one. I think I'm the funny one. And maybe in college, I was doing acting, and then I found an improv group, and I was like, this looks fun.
Yeah.
And then that slowly happened from there.
Wow.
Sweet.
And so where were you first doing stand-up? Did you start in New York?
I started in New York.
Oh, wow.
Stand-up comedy, yeah.
No kidding.
Can I ask you a horrific question?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you're so fun and up for anything and open-minded. Do you ever feel like some ladies give you a hard time, like in the comedy scene? Like, she's weird.
Oh.
Because you're so
Cool.
yeah, you're so cool. And
Thanks.
some gals kind of have some, not to generalize, but they have some like hang-ups about being fun.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
I don't think so. And if they have it, I just don't pay attention.
Yeah.
People throw shade. It's like, whatever.
All
But I
right.
haven't seen any.
Good.
I love the ladies.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I've heard a few things.
Uh-oh, really?
But oh yeah.
What'd you hear?
I'm joking.
Oh, no.
But, yeah.
Tell me.
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
But I could just imagine, like especially growing up in the South, a lady is a lady,
Oh, in the South. Oh, I think meant comics in New York. Yeah, in the South, a lot of women were like, you can't do that. You can't say
Right.
that. You have to cross your legs a certain way. And I was like, what if a woman wants to be a minister? Or she wants to be whatever. And they were like, certain things a woman can't do. And I was
Yeah.
like, but what if I'm equipped to do that?
Right, right.
They were like, we're going to beat it out of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's topsy-turvy
rough.
back down there.
Topsy-turvy. But I was talking to, like, in New York, a couple ladies who are comics. I won't mention their name, but they were, like, shitting on men, and they said, men are so stupid. And I was like, where have you traveled? Where have you gone? Have you spoken to? And I was like, take an Amtrak. Get on the train and just travel to a long destination. Sit alone and coach and talk to a
Right.
stranger, And they definitely gave me the side eye a little bit of like, well, fuck you, bitch. We haven't all traveled like you. And I was like, there's ways you can travel.
Yeah, that's on
Get
you.
out. See the world.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, that's where most ignorance and hatred comes from, is not experiencing those things. Like, I was talking with my family over Christmas, and they're like, yeah, we're all buying guns. We got to get our guns. And my uncle, who works with like HVAC, like heating and air conditioning, and he does all these like really rich people's houses. That's like how he makes his money. He does like these huge jobs. And he keeps doing these houses where they have like panic rooms. Everyone's got panic rooms now. And there was this one in like, I don't know, like Westwood, Massachusetts, and they had a panic room that protects against gas, like what's that, WebMD? Weapons of Mass Destruction. Protects against WebMD, and they're like, yeah, we got to do this in case it's a terrorist. It filters, and he's making a bundle off of these people.
Yeah.
And they live in like, 70 miles outside of Boston in the woods, and I'm like, I live in Astoria, 36th Avenue is just all Islamic guys. I mean, they're annoying. They hawk loogies and smoke and go like, but it's never even occurred to me. I just walk by these guys. Yeah. Just like, hey, how do you do? You're buying papers. I'm a block away. We're in Caroline's in Times Square. It doesn't even occur to me to be like, have this a fear. But then they're just home watching the news and like, we're going to get gas attacked in Whitman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they spend $2 million to protect themselves from gas.
It's kind of a narcissism. They're going to kill me. They're coming to my small town.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess everyone. I mean, I have that to some degree, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it. Like, I'll get on a plane as a guy with a 2-foot turban. I don't even think about it. I see the baby, and I'm like, oh, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
People often associate fear with being smart. Like, I'm afraid of this, so don't you know the world is like this?
Yes.
Right.
I'm cautious. You're not getting me.
Yeah, if you're really smart, you're just enjoying your life.
Yeah, live it up, baby. We only got one.
Now I feel too preachy and stupid.
No.
Oh, geez. Where can they find you on the Twitter?
Amber Smelson at Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a website, ambersmelson.com. Can't believe it hasn't been taken yet. I bought it. Yeah. I got lots of sketches up there. And, catch me on True TV.
Yeah. Check out Murder Fist, too. What's the show? Are you performing on the show as well?
I'm performing. I'm an actor on the show.
Oh, great. What's it called again?
Almost Genius.
Almost Genius.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to check that out. That's great. That's fun.
Check out that site, folks. Hilarious
And
comedian.
check out Amber's stand-up, too. One of the funniest comics. I always love you.
Thank you.
Seeing you. You're one of the people that consistently makes me laugh out loud, which as a comedian, that becomes more and more rare, you know? Because you end up just being like, oh, that's hilarious, great. But I'm always just dying whenever I see you.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm working on a 5-minute tape to submit for late night. Very difficult.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is
Man,
tough.
I don't know what to do.
Go Conan.
It's hard.
Yeah,
That's the way to go.
because he wants goofy stuff.
No, I just think he's a little more open-minded and the best taste.
He's the best guy I've worked with. He's in town right now, actually. Wait, I don't know when this comes out. I'm doing the show next week.
Hey,
You doing Conan?
there you go.
This will come out next week, I guess, right? So I'm doing the show
perfect.
next Monday,
How
January
about that?
11th. Yeah, I'm on the show. I'm doing the show the 11th, and Mark's done it a bunch. He's just the best guy. I mean, I've only worked with 2 late night guys, but I've done a lot of TV, and he's just like, yeah, do whatever you want. He's like, that's good, that's funny.
That's great.
And literally, I'm like emailing, being like, can I do this instead? And he's like, sure.
Yeah.
So he really respects the comic, and just a great guy. I mean, we had Tony Deo on telling that story before.
Right.
Where Tony Deo did Conan, then later he did Ferguson, and the booker of Conan helped him put together his Ferguson set and drove him around. So he's a great guy.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
If
the
it
one to go with.
comes up and I'm able to, I'd try to put in a word for you. But
The cooler people I always find are the most talented.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
It's kind of like when you're doing a show and the promoters of the show just keep promoting on Facebook and they keep freaking out about it.
Yeah.
That means you know the show is going to be horrible.
Of course, yeah, right.
You know?
And they're like, you promote. And you're like, I'm the comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the flyer. If the flyer is horrific, it's always going to be a bad show.
Oh, yeah. Too busy. Too many words on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Please come. Then you know that nobody's going to come.
Or if they mention the food, that's a telltale.
Yeah.
Food. I don't know that one.
You don't know the food?
No.
Oh, Mark, you got to come do our show. You got a steak. It's one of the best steaks you'll ever taste in your life.
Right.
The mashed potatoes are amazing. And you're like, something's amiss here.
There's no
Yeah.
microphone, but we got sides.
Because that way they keep doing it. Like, how about that steak? And there's
Right.
like, 3 hecklers and there's
Yeah.
no mic and they don't have a light. And they're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, get more fries.
Right.
All
right.
And Mark, what do you got coming up there, buddy boy?
Boy. Depending on when this is coming out, I think I'm going to be at I'm in the Helium Comedy Club in Philly. I'm also opening for the Impractical Jokers on the cruise.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
doing a cruise ship?
Cruise ship.
I'm so jealous.
It's gonna be great. It's all comics and then their fans, and it's 5 nights in Mexico. It's all over the fucking tip. We go under, start in Miami, do the whole thing.
That's so amazing.
And then I'll be at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta, and I believe Utah. What's that play? Wise Guys.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Jazz.
How about you there, Sloppy Joe?
Well, I'm reading Under the Banner of Heaven. That takes place out in Utah. I'll be... shit, I should have looked at my book. I'm a dum-dum. Well, I'll be on Conan next week, January 11th. 5 days from now. That's a biggie. It's exciting. So check that out. Tune in. DVR, whatever you're going to do. VHS. You get it.
Yeah.
And...
Beta.
Fuck. Oh, February 27th. Let me keep plugging that. Buffalo. I'm doing the whole weekend, but I'm going to try to get this set on Saturday. Recording an album for Comedy Central Records, February 27th. Buffalo Helium. So make that trip out. And
are you going to plug Buffalo on Conan?
I think I'm going to plug the podcast.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
That's lunch.
That's my plan. Bring all the folks in. But anyway, I have dates in Dayton, Louisville. Email me or tweet at me if you want to come. Louisville, Dayton, Madison, and at Joe List Comedy. And check out Amber, check out Murder Fist, and check out the show. Say it one more time.
Almost Genius.
Almost Genius.
TV.
Amber, thanks for doing the show. We've wanted you on for so long.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun.
And I guess it was a year ago we talked about you extensively. So.
Yes, and sorry about yesterday.
Oh, that's fine.
I fucked up.
I went and worked out instead.
Okay, great.
Which I wouldn't have done if I would have slept in.
Beautiful. Well, I'll do that once a week then. Great. I'll get you in the gym.
And email us, TuesdaysWithStories@gmail. Your gripes, your grievances, your whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, hit us on Twitter and the Facebook page and come see us live, obviously. And Amber, before we go, name your least favorite race. All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot, folks.
It's going to sound like we edited it and she said something.
She said nothing.
Least favorite race, I'd say marathon. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice.
I loved it.
That was great.
All right, gang. Thank you. We love it.